Tottenham Hotspur have this evening confirmed that Mohamed Kudas has suffered a setback in his recovery from his quad injury and seems will no longer play a part in this campaign for the rest of this season. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name's Lee and this is the Tottenham News. If you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment in the comment section below. If you're listening on audio platforms, please do hit the follow button and leave a review if you can. So further to all the speculation on Thursday about Mohamed Kudas, Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have released the following statement. We can confirm that Mohamed Kudas has suffered a setback in his return from injury. The Ghana international suffered a significant quad injury at our Premier League fixture against Sunderland in January. He had returned to team training during the past week, however, will now require further specialist review and potentially surgery. We will provide any relevant updates in due course. Another official statement released by the club on Thursday, this time about a new deal. We're delighted to announce that Malachi Hardy has signed a new long-term contract with the club. The talented centre-back who recently turned 18 and signed his first professional deal towards the end of last season, joined our academy as an 8-year-old and has his term featured primarily for the under-21s, despite still technically being a second-year under-18 player. Starting 6 of our 7 under-19 UEFA Youth League matches this season, Malachi also represented England at the European Under-17 Championships and the Under-17 World Cup in 2025. Having previously captained the Young Lions at that level and appeared for England Under-18s during the recent international break. Named on the bench for our first 3 times in the UEFA Champions League this season, he featured in senior squads on 15 different occasions to date. Premier League action returns on Friday evening. Spurs are currently 17th, 1 point and 1 place above the relegation zone. West Ham are in action on Friday evening against Wolves. If Wolves win at the London Stadium, then Spurs will drop into the bottom 3. On Saturday, 4 Premier League games take place. Arsenal versus Bournemouth, Brentford versus Everton, Burnley versus Brighton and Liverpool versus Fulham. On Sunday, 4 games take place. Sunderland versus Tottenham, Crystal Palace versus Newcastle, Forest versus Aston Villa, Chelsea versus Manchester City, and 1 game on Monday, Manchester United take on Leeds at Old Trafford. Roberto De Zerbi's first press conference takes place on Friday at Hotspur Way from 1:30. Manchester Evening News have stated Manchester City goalkeeper James Trafford will leave the Etihad this summer. It has been widely reported that Spurs are interested in his service. The Daily Mail has stated that he will be available from between 30 and 40 million pounds. So the big news, I guess, after the speculation that we did earlier on today is that Mohamed Kudas has suffered another injury on top of these significant quad injury that he's had and basically will be out until the end of the season. Really, really bad news. Kudas has been out since January, and we've really suffered along that right-hand side. So a big disappointment. We was really hoping that this was going to be some good news with some players coming back in time for the first of De Zerbi's matches against Sunderland. That's now not going to happen, leaving us really short on that right-hand side as we have been. So it looks like Matisse Tell, provided he's not suffering with his injury, may well be picking up that position, or potentially Porro pushed forward, maybe. But certainly Conor Gallagher has played there but didn't do a particularly good job, more suited to the middle of the pitch. So that is a big concern. Again, especially with Kulusevski out as well. and Wilson Odobert. So some devastating news. It does feel like this team is cursed at this moment in time. We just cannot seem to get out of it. So kind of moving on to the Premier League matches, of course, a big issue. If West Ham do win against Wolves on Friday, then we would drop into that bottom three. Psychologically, I think that is a big issue. I think it will give West Ham some real confidence that they can get out of it, having been in there for a very long time. They will feel that they're on the up, with Tottenham on the down. Dropping in there could significantly impact our confidence, and that's a real worry. Of course, it's not over. We don't know, but Wolves are, they're not doing very well, and West Ham do feel like they're on the up. So I'm not holding out a lot of hope that they won't beat them. But you never know, and that's what makes this Premier League such a big hit around the world, because you just never know who's going to win and who's not going to win. But of course, it's all down to Tottenham to do their stuff against Sunderland. It's a must-win game. If we've got any chance of staying in the Premier League, these are the games that we need to win. Of course, this one game won't dictate the outcome, but it would be a significant blow, in my opinion, putting us in the bottom three for the first time. Yeah, that's a real worry for me. So De Zerbi's got his press conference on Friday, so hopefully we'll get a bit of a clearer picture about any of the other injuries, and whether there's any good news coming or not to support the team. Maybe Bentancur will be coming back. And also Pape Sarr, if Pape Sarr's injury is not too bad, maybe that'll be a little bit of good news. And then finally, James Trafford has been reported significant interest from Tottenham for this young man, and hopefully that will come to fruition. Even if Vicario isn't leaving in the summer, it would still be a really good addition to the squad. Someone who has won trophies and potentially will pick up others towards the end of this season. Seems fairly, an option for sure. So 30 to 40 million pounds sounds a lot of money, obviously to Joe Soap like you and me, but obviously in football terms, that's not too bad. That's a fairly good sum for a young man in a position that we desperately need to improve on. So yeah, we'll see how that develops over the coming weeks towards the end of the season. But looks like he's due to leave Manchester City anyway. And with all the talk about Vicario, it does seem to make a lot of sense that Tottenham would be in for this player. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching the video. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please do that. Hit the like and share buttons, and leave a comment in the comment section. Audio platforms, again, hit the follow and leave a review if you can. As I said, my name's Lee. I do lead a Dorset Spur. If you like these videos that I've been doing for Chris, please do come across to the channel and give me a sub. It'd be great to have you over there. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Up the Spurs.